everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I created this amazing pink, glittery, everything is glowing in this look today. You know, there's beautiful glitter on the eyes, there's glitter under the eyes. Pink is the ruling shade in this look. To know how to create this, you just have to sit back, relax and enjoy watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to support this channel, and let's jump right in. I've already done my skincare and I used my BIOSSANCE cream, and what is the other thing? Oh yeah, for eye cream I used the CERA V1. You know the deal behind that if you watch my previous videos. Since I'm filming, I'm not using any sunscreen right now, but I encourage that you use the two sunscreens that I recommend just straight out of my mind are either the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen or the Glow screen. Unseen sunscreen is great for people with oily skin. The Glow one you could probably just use on your high points, and for those obviously who love the Glow, y'all can just stick to the Glow screen. So Bobby Brown Corrector for around my mouth. I feel like this has been working so well. I think it gives a little bit of a grip for the makeup too, so it just makes it way better. I've stuck 3 little stones here. These are just the ones from Zara, and they're pretty cool, you know. People with oily skin, you guys can totally use a primer, but I'm just gonna skip on that. I'll be using the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer as like my base because, you know, I want to keep it light and kind of dewy looking. So I'll just put like little dots. I just take like that much, and that's like enough for one side or like one area. And using this same brush, I'll just like start spreading it around. I love this brush. Like it's so multi-purpose. This is just something I once bought in Dubai like so many years back. It's called Royal and Langnickel. These were probably the first ever brushes that I invested in, because, you know, when I was young, who would spend so much on buying like brushes and stuff? With my fingers, I'll just like blend everything into the skin. I'm just going in with a little bit of this Color Effects foundation just to bring a little more how do I say, warmth to the skin. This is not available anymore, but there is another thing from Color Effects called the Tinted Moisturizer, and like I would probably pick up the shade medium and that would work just as well. Okay, I'm just gonna like pat this into my skin. If you know me, you know me. This corrector is a lifesaver. You all know. I've been using it in probably every video of mine. I'm putting this under my eyes, sticky a little bit in this inner corner here where I have quite a bit of darkness. I'll actually even take some here sometimes just to, you know, morph the outline of the lip so that, you know, you can kind of like go in and draw your new lip shape later on. Just have a mirror here to make sure everything is getting well blended. With very light pressure, I'm just like spreading all this corrector in areas where I have like some kind of pigmentation. I'm taking this up to my like lash line. If you have too many lines, maybe you can avoid that because it might just end up creasing. I'm just taking the warmth of my fingers to just like blend very lightly. I'm just like tapping all over. So lately I like doing my eyes. I don't know, I feel like, you know, once your eyes are done, it's so much more easy to choose like the shade of your bronzer or your blush and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to use this Tarte Shape Tape in medium on my lids to cancel any darkness. With this Sigma E40 brush, I'll just blend everything. This is just like a domed fluffy brush, so it just makes like the job way easier to just blend out that concealer. From the lash line to the brow bone, I'm just gonna set the eyes with this color from the SONIA KASHUK palette. I'm taking that same brush and I'm just packing this color like sort of like all over the lid. Choose a shade that is pretty close to your skin color. Okay, from this Jouer palette, I'm gonna pick up this shade Camel This is just like such a nice pinky tan color, and like I feel it just goes so well with not only my skin but a ton of eyeshadow looks too. I'm kind of taking this above my crease, and I don't mind whatever comes onto my lid yet because I'll be going in with some other colors. So I'm going to keep this as like my primary brush so that I just keep sort of blending all the shades in. I have another Ritual Defy product here, and this is called the Celestial Sphere Eye Suit, and this is in the shade Aura, which is a sparkling iridescent golden rose. The camera is not picking up the shade, which is so odd because it's clearly like I can see it here. Hopefully maybe you might see it on the lid, I don't know. And then from this Moon Dust palette, I'm gonna take this shade here, this pink, just a little bit. I'll just like tap this onto my eyes. And since I've already put the Ritual Defy down, this one holds all that glitter like so well. I'll do the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm just applying the Element shade from that Moon Dust palette. Definitely have to tap this in with my finger too for some color payoff. This is the Gosh Kohl eyeliner pencil in Espresso, and I'm just using this to draw like a slight wing, a baby wing, that's what I like to call it. You have to just look straight forward and draw in this wing here. Don't be worried, there are so many times when I also don't get my eyeliner in the same sort of shape or angle, and that's completely fine. I'm just taking a little bit of this just on the inner corners here. Now since this pencil is a Kohl pencil and it's softer and it needs to be set, otherwise it's just gonna spread everywhere, I'm gonna go back into my Soft Glam palette and I'll pick up this Cypress Amber shade, which is like, if you can see, it's like a nice medium tone brown, and it's kind of warm but it's kind of cool too. I'm going to take this brush number 12, dip it in that shade, and I'm just going to place it over this line, just like set it and then kind of smoke it out too. It'll be a good idea to just lightly tightline your waterline a bit. I'm just placing this very lightly. You can see there's some fallout here. I can actually go and wipe it since I haven't like done much on my base, and I can just like apply my tinted moisturizer over again. I'll go in with these two shades, a mix of these two, and I'll just place it just like here. Just in like this outer V here, and I'll blend that with the MAC 217. This is just to give some extra shape to the eye. So I'm placing it first, and then with nothing on this brush, I'm just like blending it. You can blend up and down in tiny little circles, and then just like pull it straight out this way. Remember to go in with that primary brush and just like blend all the edges. I'm going to leave this here and I'll start moving on to the rest of my skin now. I worked some of this NARS concealer on the back of my hand here. I'm just placing this right here to brighten. And this will even take care of any fallout, but just make sure that you don't have any fallout on your face first and wipe it off before you go in with this. Otherwise, it could just actually even ruin your makeup. I'm going to use some on my forehead just to brighten the center too. I'm just taking this brush and blending all that, the concealer from my forehead. I'm just pulling this down my nose too. I tapped up all the excess behind my hand. I'm just going to make sure there's no creasing, and I'm going to set the eyes. I'm going to use that same camel shade on my lower lids, and I'll just join this on the outside. With whatever is left of the Cypress Amber shade, I'm just taking it a little bit on the outside corner here, just like until the outer third only. So just this way, and I'm just joining it from the outside here. Now I'm going to take this heavy metal liner in the shade Distortion, and I'll just start placing this on my lower lid. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. If you see, I'm building as I go, so now I'm going to use that same espresso pencil just in the outer third in my waterline. It gives a more sort of cat eye shape. Many years back, I got this NARS blush and bronzer duo here. This is the Orgasm blush and this is the Laguna bronzer. And I'm just using that to sculpt and bronze, and I'm going to blush my face, blush. And I'm going to use it as my blush too. So I'm just like building the intensity up of the bronzer right now. You know, you want to definitely fake that you've got a lot of sun. At least I have to usually, because I cover my face always with an umbrella because I am kind of like allergic to the sun. So, you know, we don't like get along very well. I hope it goes one day, the condition that I have. But until then, I'm gonna fake it. It's A29 brush from the same Arial X Morphe brush set. I'm just defining a little bit of a nose contour. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the blush now. Placing it really high up and just blending it in with the bronzer. I'm gonna take some on my nose and also some into my temples. Always remember to get your blush into like your forehead also a bit, and also take it on your chin. It just like ties everything together up. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Hourglass Luminous blush and I'll use that just to brighten it slightly, because I felt like I was not reaching the intensity that I like with the other one. I'm going to curl my lashes with my CERA curler, and then I'm going to use this Ilia mascara for my lashes. I'll also apply this mascara on just like the outer few lashes of my lower lid, but just like the outer third again. Brows are done. I've made them slightly longer. I'm using this Dior highlighter, which I pretty much love actually. And I'm just placing this on my high points, especially on my nose as well and my chin too. You know, whichever areas I want to bring forward. This is summer makeup, right? For the makeup not to move, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This just locks everything so beautifully and everything just stays put. While this dries, I actually got a haircut and it makes me look so fresh. See, it looks so like fresh and I love it. All that spray has set, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this. This is actually the Chanel powder, but you can just use anything. I'm going to use a mix of the Chanel and the Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, I'm just taking Miss Charlotte Tilbury onto my forehead and all other areas that I just want to lightly set and take away unwanted shine from. For lip liner, I'm just going to take this lip pencil by MAC. This is in the shade Half Red, and I'll just start lining my lips. Just gonna go in with my pencil brush to soften up that lip liner. I'll also take a little bit of the Patrick Ta for some warmth and just to like slightly contour the lips. And finally for gloss, I'm gonna use this MAC gloss in Domestic Diva. I don't know if this is still available. If it is, I'm gonna link it obviously in the description below, but if it isn't, I'm gonna link dupe for this or something that's similar, preferably from MAC. That's it guys, that's the finished look. What do you guys think about it? Do you like it? Would you try it? Because if you try it, then I know that it's kind of good. But I love the way the pinks are showing through. It's fun. I don't know, it's like you can add a couple of rhinestones if you like. But I hope you enjoyed watching this. This is simple and easy to create and I hope you do it too. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you haven't watched my other videos, I'm going to link them here. These are my two most favorite videos at the moment, so give them a watch. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon. Bye bye.